So we're factoring expressions. There are no equal signs. Okay, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to find the greatest common factor and use the distributive property in reverse. Okay, so factoring expression means to write the expression as a product of factors. Well, how many of you don't remember what factors are? Callie, do you remember? Like factors of 6. What are factors of 6? Yep, we've got 2 and 3, and also 1 and 6. What we are doing when we factor is we are going to be looking for the greatest common factor. So you need to look for the greatest common factor. Okay? That's what you need to write that down. That's what you are looking for, is the greatest common factor in these problems. Okay? So number 1, it says factor 24x minus 18. Okay? Well, when we factor this, look at the number 24. 24's factors are what? 1 and 24, 2 and 12, right? 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. So write those down. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. The factors of 18. 1 and 18. 2 and 9, right? And 3 and 6. Okay? Can you see those? Notice that they both share a 1, a 2, a 3. They don't share a 4. They share a 6. And then that's it, right? So the greatest common factor is 6. So this 6 now becomes my truck. 6 becomes my truck. Where does the truck belong? In the front. So I'm going to put a 6 here. There's my 6. And then I'm going to factor that out. So you're going to take 24 divided by 6, which is 4. And then I got to put the x there. And then I take 18 divided by 6, which is 3. There's my answer. How do I know if I'm right? Use my distributive property. 6 times 4x is 24x minus 18. Is that what I started with?
Yep.
Does that make sense? Kind of started with a hard one there. Look at number 2. We're only looking at the numbers. What is the greatest common factor between 7 and 7? 7. That becomes my truck. So 7 goes on the outside. 7 divided by 7 is 1m plus, then 7 divided by 7 here is 1. How do you know if you're right? Check it by using the distributive property. Number 3. What's the greatest common factor between 8 and 16? 8. So 8 becomes my truck. 8 divided by 8 is 1a. Is 1a the same as a?
Yeah.
Yep, so I could put 1a or I could put a. Minus 16 divided by 8 is?
2.
Is that easy?
Once you get it.
Number 4, 8x plus 12. What is the greatest common factor between 8 and 12? 4. 4 becomes my truck. 8 divided by 4 is? So I put 2x plus 12 divided by 4 is? If you distribute, do you get what we started with? Number 5. What is the greatest common factor between 12 and 24? 12 and 24. 12. 12's my truck. Divide that by 12. What do we get? 1y. Could I also write y? Yep. Minus 24 divided by 12 is? 2 what? T. Number 6. Greatest common factor between 10 and 50 is what, Bailey? I didn't hear you. So 10 becomes my truck. 10 divided by 10 is? 1W or? Plus 50 divided by 10 is? 5Z. Pretty easy, right? Number 7. Greatest common factor between, don't worry about the negative. What is the greatest common factor between 6 and 10? 2. So I'm going to put a 2 here. Negative 6 divided by 2 is? Negative divided by positive? Negative 3x plus 10 divided by 2 is?
5.
Number 8. Greatest common factor between 9 and 15, Jada. So divide 9 by 3 and you get 3a minus 15 divided by 3 is 5m.